Yeah, good morning. In the past, we didn't think about that. We don't think about that. It's just playing the next game. So all the good results are consequence from something, not just for the. We don't compete here to break the records, need do something similar. So we just try to winning games, play good and winning games.
Why do you think your side has gone from being so inconsistent at the start of the season, and you explained why that would be the case and how you thought that might continue, to hitting this run of form where it just feels as though no one can beat you? Certainly that's what Carlo Ancelotti seemed to think on Wednesday.
I don't know because I would have no the reason why we had been more consistent in the beginning of the season where we were not consistent. So even I can tell you a theory that the results in the football games will go in the night in the next weeks. So no, I don't know. We try to take decisions every game. It depends of the opponent, the squad that we have, the balance of the team and the locker room for many reasons. So I don't know.
I mean, do you analyse things like that? Are the team running further? Are they passing better? Is there a reason?
Sorry?
Do you analyse situations like that? Are the team running more? Are they passing better? Are they being in more advanced attacking areas? It just seems amazing, really.
Well, in football, you have to run, but the problem is running the right moment. So it's not run for run. If not, we will do another sport. Of course, you have to run, but in the right moment, the right tempo. Because if you run earlier, you close the space. If you run late, you don't arrive. So we have to run in the right moment, but especially you have to move as quick as possible our ball to create the spaces for our people up front.
Thank you, Simon. Next, we'll go to Jamie Weir. Hi, Jamie.
Good afternoon, Pep. I just wanted to ask you about your relationship with Mikel Arteta. Do you consider him a close friend? Do you talk often? And when they were struggling earlier in the season, did you sort of help him through that period at all?
No, he doesn't need help. He's more than well prepared to get help for me. So of course, he's an important person of my life, especially when we were in a lot of contact in our period here in Manchester, and everything is going well for me. He make me happy.
And when you watch Arsenal play, do you admire the way they play? Do you watch and think, well, clearly some of my ideas have rubbed off on Mikel? Do you feel a sense of pride when you watch Arsenal play that you helped inspire Mikel?
No, I didn't inspire him. What he knows for himself, and I'm not absolutely in this case any influence. So what he has doing is all the credit for him, his backroom staff, and everything. Only I can say the last month and 2 months show me that all the manager needs time. He's not an exception, but what I see the last month, 2 months, every game Arsenal play is better than the opponent. So also our dreams as a managers deserve the results. We play to deserve what we want to get. And after, it doesn't happen. Sometimes you lose the games. You win. You cannot control it. But what we want to deserve, always he's doing. And the games are playing the last month, always they are better than the opponent. Analyzing in terms and control the game and create more chances and concede few. And tomorrow we'll have an incredible performance, really good, to play as much good as possible with the ball and run a lot in the right tempo to get the ball, because they have an exceptional build-up already. They move with many sense. All the movements they have to build up for the final third, the quality for the incredible energy for the Smith, for Masaka and Aubameyang, especially in the runs in behind, and all the players that have the quality in the middle to make the process quite well. So that's why we'll be also already in the present, and we'll be in the early future a real contender to fight for the titles.
Do you really think you have an influence to them at all, or are you just being a bit modest?
I didn't have influence. So I earned a lot of him, and maybe I working together. We with all my assistant coaches since the beginning. I speak a lot with them, and the people believe that what I say is this is what happened. So, and I listen a lot since Barcelona and Manchester and Bayern Munich with Dome, and here with the guys I had with Dome, with Mikel, with Juanma, with Rodo. So I listen, and most of the times we take a decision together, and most of the time I took decision by the influence from Mikel. I don't know the influence I had to him. He has to answer this. So only I can say we work together. We work. I work really well with him, and now he's doing his career for himself.
I'm going to go to Steve Wyeth next. I don't have any raised hands, guys. So if there's anyone else before the embargo, then please use that function. Steve.
Hi there, Pep. What did you make of Carlo Ancelotti's assessment that you're almost impossible to play against following the game in midweek? Does that give you satisfaction coming from someone with the experience of coaching great teams and facing many great teams as well?
I appreciate it, but I'm not agree with Carlo. Absolutely, I'm not agree. So we can lose, and the opponents are good, and we try to do better than them every single game. This is only the target. I love Carlo. Is an incredible inspiration for me as a manager for many things, but I'm not agree with him.
He was obviously very impressed with the way that you played. What is giving you great satisfaction about your team's performances at the moment on this remarkable run they're on?
There's in every game we play to achieve something, not to keep something. So now if we want to be closer to arrive at the end of the games being with a chance to win the Premier League, we have to continue. So how many points we have in advantage for Leicester and United is 10 points. How many points to play? 42. When that's happened, many things can happen. I'm going to explain you something. So 10 days ago, 11 days ago, but 10 days ago before the game against Everton, we played in Anfield. We were 7 points in front. Okay, losing that game, we have been with 4. 10 games later, we are 16 points in front of Liverpool. So that means that in just 10 days can change absolutely everything. We could be at 4 and we have 16. So that's why the best is be calm. Let's focus in the next game. Don't listen much about the people say about the team. Of course, we are so proud what we have done so far, but we are in February, in the middle of February. The springtime is still not here, and you win the titles in the summertime. So that's why still we have a lot of games and a lot of tough moments to fight and good moments to enjoy.
Thank you, Steve. And next we go to Simon Bashkowski.
Hi, Pep. Just checking, is Ilkay available for Sunday, and how are Kevin and Nathan? Any other injury issues?
Nathan is come back to training on the pitch, alone still, but he's closer to come back with us. And Gundo trade just part of the training session today. We'll see tomorrow how does he feels, and the rest are fit.
Thanks.
Thank you, Simon. Dom Farrell.
With Ilkay injured in midweek, Phil Foden played in midfield, which is where he's played a lot of his career, but this year he's been playing in the front three a lot. Do you think he'll be a midfielder in the long term, or does his performances on the wings this season change that?
He can play in both positions. I said many times, he's so young, and Phil needs just to for the age, and he will get it. He will improve it for the timing to play inside. When you play as a winger, you have to play in one tempo, in one timing, and one rhythm. And when you play in the middle, you have to play in another one. And when he will get this balance, he will be 10 times more extraordinary player that he can right now be.
How long does it take a player to get that balance, or is it time. Years? Yeah.
Question of time.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dom. Next we go to Brad Cox.
Hi, Pep. Good afternoon. You seem to have an extra day rest compared to Arsenal after they were travelling last night in the Europa League. How important is that towards that Sunday's game?
They will be so fired, they will be physical ready, and I'm pretty sure they will go and compete like the best performance Arsenal can have. Sometimes for the schedule, and we know better than the other team for the last years, like we arrive in the last stages for most older competitions. I know perfectly that sometimes you have one more day rest, sometimes you have one less day. So they will be on top.
And you've got a good record against Arsenal. Your last 10 games, you've only lost once. Why do you think that is against Arsenal? It seems to be that you always do very well.
It's the past. Nothing counts on Sunday.
Last question for the embargo, guys. So Sundays, if you can start to use the raise hand function for your section. We'll go to Luke Edwards for the last question for the embargo. Hi, Luke.
Hi, good afternoon, Pep. You will have seen, I presume you've seen Wilfried Zaha's comments about taking the knee, and Crystal Palace apparently are having discussions today about whether to continue. Is that something, discussions that you're having at Manchester City, or are you happy for that gesture to continue, that important gesture to continue?
We are not going to resolve the problem just on the knee before the whistle, the start of the game. But it's a gesture, and you have to do more of that. So I'm not absolutely bothered, completely the opposite. And when everyone in his own life is what we have to do to eradicate it in our personal life through the education for the schools, and everything we can do better and better, and more gestures and more actions and more punishments. Is the only way to eradicate it, especially for the new generations in the school, and the nice messages. And this gesture is a message for the little boys in the schools, when the equality with everyone is the same.
Thank you.